Today is a personal story that I'm moving forward to introduce and share a bit more about the importance of pet insurance. Thanks for listening to What the Heck is Happening in HR. For our podcast disclaimer, please visit the episode description. Thanks for coming back to What the Heck is Happening in HR. And I need to share with you what happened to my dog. Beauregard had a rather routine vet procedure, having some dental cleaning done. And the vet informed me that his chest cavity was filled with air. Now, my Beauregard is my baby. He's a rescue, American Bulldog, Hound Dog. I'm not really sure what else, but really the sweetest dog I've ever had. I mean, I've had some real mouthy ones. I've had some real sweet ones, but this guy doesn't have a prey drive in his body. He isn't driven by any food or treats except maybe a little peanut butter. All he wants is attention. He just wants to sit by you. You don't even really need to pet him. He'll just lean on you and then he'll be fine. So it was really disheartening. So Friday, this is a Friday, ran to the vet, picked him up, took him to the specialty hospital and checked him in as we were trying to go through the diagnosis, trying to understand what was needed. And as they went through that, they provided me estimates. Those estimates started for the weekend, just not even the full weekend, at close to $5,000. Some of the additional specialty tests that could be done said it could go up to $13,000 or even more. My heart sank. And then I remembered I had pet insurance. So I actually had even bought the highest level pet insurance I could buy for him, which I had pet insurance on other animals, on my other dogs. And the pet insurance has gone up in price, but it's also changed. My first dog that had pet insurance, when she passed away, they actually paid for her cremation. But they don't do that anymore. But they had like 4 options when I got Beauregard, and I went for the top option. I looked to see the price difference, and it was like 15 bucks. It really wasn't that much. But the thing that sold me on it was they covered snake bites, and I live not far from a preserve, and I'm on a lake, and I thought, "Shoot, vials are like over $1,000 each." And his insurance covers 90% of everything to an unlimited amount. I mean, really is great insurance. And I was so glad that I chose that. And it allowed me to breathe this weekend. Now, it doesn't mean that 10% doesn't add up. Don't get me wrong. It does. But I had options because I had the pet insurance. And of course I was worried. I've hardly slept because I'm hoping he's okay. And this specialty hospital allows you to call whenever you are worried, and they will get on the phone with you and talk to you about what you're worried about. So I really want companies to think about pet insurance and think about it in even baby steps if that's what you need. If you can offer it as a group discount, reach out to the pet insurance places and see what kind of discount they could get. They could probably get a better discount if you actually did it through payroll deduction. But some places won't even do that. Sometimes it's just the discount, and it's the same discount just because you're enrolled within the group. So, what would pet insurance cover? It would cover diagnostics for things like what I was dealing with. He had a collapsed lung, he had air in his chest cavity. What was the reason? What was going on? Had he had it before? No, he had never had respiratory issues. What was happening? What is this dark mass now that's in the corner of his lung, which we have now found out was actually his lung kind of folded over on itself. So, this pet insurance will be diagnostic. You can get a wellness piece. So, if you want to have things like dental, if you want to have heart guard or heartworm prevention covered, if you want to be sure their vaccinations are covered, you can have all that with a wellness plan. Or you can just get like an accident illness and it'll take care of things like cancer and car accidents and snake bites and surgery that's needed and specialty treatments that might be needed. But, the diagnostic tests can be just so expensive, and pets are such an important part of our family, and he's been my pet, um, for stay at home, and working at home and helping with my mom. And each of my different pets, my different dogs, have come into my life at a different time and a different reason. And they have all served me very well for while they were there. And so for me to serve them with pet insurance for allowing me to have options to be able to save their life with still a quality of life was really, really important to me. And I think companies should look at it and again, see what kind of discount you can get because unexpected costs can put a financial strain. You suddenly will have an employee coming to you wanting their PTO paid off because then they can get some cash. Their mind certainly won't be in a good place because they're worried. They'll be distracted. And if something does happen or they do have to make a really hard decision about the pet's life, the guilt that can come from that and can overwhelm your mind, all because you didn't get the insurance, can be overwhelming. Now, I don't think people should get pets and not take care of them. I absolutely don't get a pet if you can't take care of it. But pet insurance isn't as expensive as you think unless you've got a whole pride of animals you're covering there. But for those with 1 or 2 dogs, and there's usually, dog discounts for more than, 1, it's an important thing for you to look at as the employee and as the pet owner, and it's the important thing for you to look at as an employer, to be able to show your true compassion for the whole family. And I know they're not people. I'll probably get comments about, "Oh, they're not people." But we're really close to that unconditional love that we get from our pets. So I guess you could say today's What the Heck is Happening in HR is sponsored by Beauregard Rexroad, that he is here to share with you why you should have pet insurance as an individual and why you should have it for your employees. And the other why he would want you to have is to be sure to listen to What the Heck is Happening in HR. We drop new episodes every Monday. And by the way, little postscript, Bo is getting a whole lot better. We took conservative treatment, but we had that option because of the pet insurance. So ensure that you continue to stay informed by subscribing to What the Heck is Happening in HR.